Hey guys, so this video is going to give you a little bit more clarification on the political parties and bias assignment. Remember that was posted on your last distance learning day, so it might be October 20th or it might be October 21st. Go ahead and open up that post on Google Classroom, and if you open up that political parties and bias Google Doc, it will look something like this. A lot of kids needed just a little bit of clarification on this biased and unbiased part. Identifying bias can be really hard. I'm going to go ahead and go back to that do now that we had where we looked at one statement that had two words that were biased. So remember the statement we went over was studies have shown that blue is the best color to wear on a job interview. Best is a good indicator that the statement is biased because it's kind of hard to measure best. Usually when we're talking about best, we're talking about opinions. Okay, so especially this one where it says what's the best color, it's hard to measure best when talking about colors. That's usually an opinion. So that's a big key red flag keyword that it's biased. Another one that's kind of hard to identify would be words like studies or critics. We went over this during our do now. If they don't say what specific study that information came from or what specific group of critics are talking about an issue, then it could be biased because that writer could totally be making that up. There's no way for us to go back and fact check because they didn't name the specific group of critics or the specific study that it came from. So hopefully that kind of helps you out on this part. So you're just going to read through these, looking for those red flag words that would make a statement biased, identify it as either biased or unbiased, and then take that one biased statement and rewrite it so that way it would be unbiased. Okay, so you're going to rewrite it, taking out those two biased words. All right. Then the party game, you're just going to be reading through these different proposed bills and identifying if Democrats would be more likely to support it or Republicans would be more likely to support it. For this one, it might help to have your sheet. Remember, the role of government is going to be the important one to kind of help you out with mostly everything when it comes to identifying Democrats or Republicans. Democrats like the federal government to be more involved. Republicans like the federal government to be less involved and would prefer different governments like state or local governments to step up and do a little bit more. Use those notes to help you out, and then when you're all done, go ahead and submit it, and that's it. How do I stop this thing?